Well, joining me now with more is Chris Edmonds. He is ICE's president of fixed income and data services, and he's going to be part of a fireside chat at this forum very soon. Chris, it's great to have you on the program. Good morning.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
Great to have you at the stock exchange today, and I think many of our viewers wondering, amid the decisive election victory just a few weeks ago, what is the state of the fixed income space?
Well, lots of opportunity in front of us. Lots of questions at the end of the day about where the Fed policy may go, the new cabinet coming in, how that will impact the economic opportunities that are out there that will then drive certain economic development and have an impact on all of that. It's interesting to see. Everyone has an opinion. I was just at the conference in Chicago through last night. Everyone wants to know who's going to fill what spot, and each of them expect each spot to have some impact on not only fixed income, but the economy here in the United States.
We follow Fed policy so closely, of course, as it relates to the stock market here at the exchange, but it has an impact on the bond market as well in the fixed income space. Amid the path that we see for interest rates laid out by Fed Chair Jerome Powell, what are you seeing in the space?
Well, certainly the expectation from the Fed as they began to cut rates, become a little bit more dovish along the way, we would see the rates go down. Inflation hasn't really, it's moving in the right direction, hasn't really gotten to where we thought it might be. So it hasn't moved as far down as quickly as some people expected. Now, new administration coming in, the idea of tariffs, the idea of maybe a little bit higher deficit in order to spur the economy along, that gives us some opportunity along the day to maybe see a little bit elevated interest rates. It impacts our mortgage market. Obviously, we have a big mortgage business here at ICE. But all of those opportunities give each of us a way to manage that risk. And that's fundamentally what we're here to do, is to help manage risk across the segment.
I'd like to talk about trade volumes as well. That does tell the picture of overall market activity, as you know well. What are you seeing in the small trade volume space?
Right, so if you look at the number of baby boomers that continue to retire each and every day and their use of RIAs in the wealth system, each of them have some idea. And elevated interest rates, they want to lock in that yield as they come into retirement a little bit longer. These higher rates give them the ability to do that. It also gives the industry the ability to launch innovation around ETFs, fixed income ETFs, which has been a big growth area for us and for the industry as a whole. And that gives them the opportunity to take those pieces and put them in their portfolio in a little bit safer space.
Artificial intelligence is one of the buzziest words of the past 18 months, and I'm sure it is having an impact in the fixed income space as well. How are you seeing that in some of your applications?
Well, certainly it is an empowerment tool. It makes us more efficient at the end of the day. It takes a lot of laborious tasks that required lots of human hours and makes them more efficient. In the same amount of time, they can do a lot more work. So that's great. As we look at our pricing and reference data, our continuous evaluated pricing, the quality checks that we can do, all of that's great. However, it's still a human element. And for us here at ICE, we want the best of both. We want to use all of that technology to lever a better user experience driven by human involvement at that point in time. And so for us, it's a little bit of our story. It's about taking that innovation to the next level.
Mm-hmm. Some would say we are still in the early days of artificial intelligence. As the president of the fixed income and data services business within ICE, what do you see as opportunities that AI can lead the business toward?
It's our opportunity to empower our clients. They're going to want to train models. They're going to want to make sure they have the very best data inputs that are there. We represent that across a number of unique data sets. Each one of them will become more important, and as we continue to grow with our clients, we will continue to add unique data sets along the way to help them accomplish their goals.
What's on tap at today's Fixed Income Forum, in your words, Chris?
Every year it's a way for us to check in as a state of the market. What did we see last year? Did it come true? Did it not come true? Hear some from the best customers that we have. Our best partners on stage will explain to us what we thought was going to happen last year. Did it happen? Did it not? Did it change flavors? And I look forward to learning a lot across the segment today.
And I know you were just in Chicago at an expo as well. Takeaways from that event?
Lots on who's going to fill what space, lots on Treasury clearing, which we've announced we would enter that space as well, and what impact that will have on the market. Lots on innovation, lots on regulation. Mm-hmm. So all of those things out in front of us, and will require lots of effort from our team here at ICE and the industry as a whole.
What are the solutions that ICE is providing to clients?
Well, those are vast. I mean, I think it's probably easy for me to say we want to meet each client where they are. And so there are clients that we do we'll say panel A, menu A with. Very different from client B, where we do menu C with. It's about us providing enough of that opportunity to when they need something, we can earn their business, create a little value for our shareholders, and make the world a little bit safer along the way.
And as we look ahead to 2025, what's on your radar?
Making sure that we're making the right investments at the right time and making sure we have the very best people possible representing us to our clients to make their user experience the very best it can be here at ICE.
Chris Edmonds, such a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining. A busy day, of course, for Chris and the team ahead. Chris Edmonds is Intercontinental Exchange's president of the Fixed Income and Data Services business.